All right, so at this time, we'd like to introduce our Secretary of State, Diego Morales.
Well, good morning. Did you guys get your coffee yet? I love coffee, I tell you that. I do love coffee. Now you know where I get all my energy. Good morning again. It's great to be back in Orange County. And first of all, thank you to President Kay Kilgore. Thank you for that kind introduction. And also, let me recognize the leadership of the board, Lisa Lofgren, Destry Ritchie, and Mike Brown. Thank you all for what you do. You know, since taking office, I made it a priority to be present in every community. I now visited all 92 counties, and I like to do that every year. This year, I did, as most of you know, in a record time, within 3 months. Along the way, of course, I've been meeting with election administrators, but also I took the time to meet with mayors, business leaders, sheriffs, prosecutors, schools, civic organizations, and of course, county clerks. At every stop, we talked about elections, because elections impacts us all. Together, we made real progress, such as stronger voter ID laws. House and Roll Act 1334 requires photo ID for mail-in ballots. 3 elections have now been conducted under this law with no issues. And Indiana is leading the national, Indiana's leading a national conversation in this regard. Voter list maintenance. House Bill 1264 gives us better tools to keep our rolls accurate and save taxpayers' money. Here is a big one, which I'm very proud of: proof of citizenship. All of you know that I believe only US citizens should be able to vote in Indiana and America, period, and I don't apologize by saying that. You know, we even deliver signs to all of you in 91 counties that says only US citizens can vote and photo ID required. Election vendor accountability. When one vendor wanted to leave 10 counties behind, we stepped in. They're staying through 2027, and we are in the process of certifying a new vendor. Resources for counties. Nearly $3 million in grants have gone straight to your local offices. Election worker safety, from doses of Narcan supplies delivering at your offices to election materials. We work to equip you with the tools and resources you need. I also want to emphasize this. You know your local counties best. No 2 counties are alike. That's why I firmly believe tailoring, customizing your elections to your counties is the best way to go, and my office will support you. We will continue to provide resources, training, and guidance, but these decisions about what works best locally should remain in your hands. And others around the country are taking notice of what we're doing here in Indiana, because I am proud to tell you that now Indiana is ranking number 7 in the nation when it comes to election integrity, according to the Heritage Foundation. And I am proud to tell you that that was my commitment, not only to you county clerks, but to the almost 7 million Hoosiers. Because when I came in office first, I said, if I become the Secretary of State, I want to put Indiana in the top 10. So I can say promises made, promises kept. The facts won't lie. This is what we're doing together. You know, just earlier this month, we held a press conference after identifying the first case of non-citizen voting and referring it to law enforcement. Let me be clear. To me, 1 is too many. It should be 0. We're still waiting for 1,610 to find out. As you all know, we're working together with all of you. Counties have sent those notices to the other folks. Hopefully they can show proof of citizenship. You all know my story. I am a naturalized citizen, and I'm very proud of it. And if one of you would call me and say, Mr. Morales, can you show us proof of citizenship? I will be more than happy to bring my naturalization certificate or my US passport, since now I have one. Yay! You see, this is the right thing to do. And that is why I believe I'm the Secretary of State for such a time as this. I believe that with all my heart. And that is why I put my heart and soul into this office every single day. Now that you ask, yesterday I was already in the office in the State House at 5 a.m., and then I was with all of you last night here at the reception. And we're already here this morning. See, this is how I work every single day. I still like to think, like my wife tells me, Diego, you like to think that you're still young. I say, well, I'm young because I have the energy, the passion, and the drive to get this job done for such a time as this. Now, looking ahead, we're continuing our election study public meetings. In fact, we will have one later tonight in Evansville. We will have another one in the next few days in Lake County. We're only required to do 3. We have done those 3 already. But I believe we need to hear more from our fellow Hoosiers. We also have set up an email. We have an email in our website, in our social media, for anybody to give those feedbacks via email as well. We're trying to be as accessible as we can. Thanks to and mandated by House Enroll Act 1633, we are, as you know, exploring the consideration of holding municipal elections during presidential or midterm elections. And second, whether or not to use vote centers across in Indiana. Let me be clear, that's up to you guys. Every county should have the right to choose if they want to go on vote centers or they should remain as a precinct level. That's up to you guys. As I said, I encourage you to tailor and customize your elections according to your county's needs. I want clerks and election administrators to be part of these conversations. And I encourage you to reach out to our office. Later today, you will be hearing from Dustin and Kagan. Dustin is our election director, and Kagan is our policy legislative director. Also, he's our deputy general counsel now. He's an attorney, so it's always to have an attorney close to you. Finally, let me say this, that you all know you can reach out to your Secretary of State's office. We're here for you. All of you should have my cell phone number. You can call me, text me anytime, or you can show up in our office anytime. We're open at 7 a.m. every single morning. So come and see us. Come and see your Secretary of State's office. I can tell you this, and I'll finish my remarks. Since I'm the Secretary of State for such a time as this, I am so focused to continuing to give back to our great state. I am going to continue to pour my heart and soul into this office, and I look forward to working with you in preparation of next year's election. Keep up the good work. I am honored to be working alongside you. God bless you all.